connection. Okay. Hi, guys.
Hi there.
Loila
And George.
And today we want to talk about, on this St. Patrick's Day, no relation to anything we're going to talk about.
Right.
But
I don't know why that came.
But we want to talk about honesty in marriage. The reason why that topic came to me is because I just saw something on the news about a young girl who was like a straight A student and head of everything in school and never did anything wrong. Everybody loved her, and she committed suicide. And nobody knew what she was battling with all along. And how many times have we heard stories like this of people who are hiding a huge lie or are hiding a huge part of themselves from the public, and then we find out that they've done something tragic. And so I thought about that in marriage. How often are we being dishonest with each other and then wonder why the relationship falls apart after 20 years or such? And I remember when George and I were really going through a lot, we were hiding a lot from each other. I'm not getting into anything. But
I have to be honest, I'm afraid of this one.
Maybe we're going to learn something
Something's going to come out that I thought she was going to hit me with something, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
So what I learned a couple things that not only benefited George and I about honesty, but it taught our children something that I wish every family knew and operated on a daily basis.
I know what you're going to say. Yep.
What am I going to say?
That it's a gift.
Yeah.
That honesty is a gift.
Yeah. And when I learned that, I was blown away by the idea. And let me explain what I mean by the fact that honesty is a gift. We all have a hard time, generally speaking, being honest. It goes back to grade school, right? Afraid of criticism, condemnation, what are other people going to think? It's very vulnerable to speak your voice if it's not the popular opinion. And that translates into relationships within the family. And when we were arguing with each other all the time, and if I disagreed with him, like I would jump down his throat and vice versa, until somebody said, you know what, if you can be honest, that's a gift.
Yeah.
And how do you receive a gift? Think about the holidays, right? When somebody gives you a gift, you unwrap it. Okay, maybe you love it. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you don't like it at all. But you don't scream at the person who gave it to you. You say thank you. You're polite. You put it away. Maybe you give it away. Maybe you throw it away. But you don't act out when somebody gives you a gift.
Right.
You accept it graciously, and you decide what you want to do with it. And that was the thing that I loved about this concept of honesty, is that somebody's putting their heart on the line to tell you what they really think. That's a gift today. And if you don't like it, if I don't like it, I can just say, thank you for sharing your truth. And then put it aside, put it away. And since I've been doing that in our marriage, oh my goodness, it's so freeing to just be able to say, to not have to argue back,
Right.
not have to defend myself, or just simply say, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was big for us. It took away the response to fight back or to immediately defend yourself. And it really did become valuable when you realize that your partner loves you and trusts you enough to tell you what they really think and what they really feel. Knowing that it's safe is big, and knowing that they care that much, that they want to tell you something that, let's face it, most of the time, if your partner tells you something, it's for your benefit or for what they believe is your benefit. Even if they're wrong, they feel that what they're telling you is going to help you. And when you take it in that spirit and you can be grateful for the input, you know, it's freeing, and really,
And it has a lot to do, like, I think about the children. A lot of times kids put on a front at home and then they take off their mask out with their peers or their group because it's not safe to be who they really are at home. But heck, do you really want to live with a lie? Do you really want to live with a mask of who you want to see? I know when I was growing up, I knew how to play the game. I could put on the face in any group I was in. But you know what? That left me very lonely because I knew nobody really knew the real me.
Yeah.
And after practicing that sort of behavior over and over and over, you know, before you know it, you're 40 years old and you're not really sure that who you really are or or how to really show it and know if you're going to be safe. So family is the place to practice that honesty. So it's a two-sided coin here. Being able to speak your honesty and being able to receive somebody's honesty. And I know I've done it wrong a million times where I've overreacted with somebody's honesty. Maybe one of my children told me something they were struggling with or dealing with or something they did. And can you be safe, a safe person to receive somebody's hard truth? Yeah. And that challenge doesn't ever really go away. It's always going to be a challenge. But the thing about the gift, this is the thing that I just wanted to talk about today, that, you know, it always goes back to me. You open up the package, you take a look at it, you say thank you, and then you put it away and you decide what you want to do with it later. Still learning how to do that. Sometimes those gifts come and you open them up and it's really hard to take.
it's a boxing glove on a spring, you know, boom. I wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah. Some people throw their gift at you.
Ow.
But honesty in marriage, transparency, we've got to practice it. Our kids are suffering so badly because they don't feel safe to talk about what they really are doing. Are they really doing their homework? Are they really learning anything?
Yeah. If your kids see, you know, you blow up at your wife when she's honest, or your wife blow up at you when you're honest, they don't believe that they can be honest.
Yeah.
You're teaching them that they have to lie to you.
Yeah.
And you don't want that, obviously. You know, as much as sometimes the truth is scary when it comes from your teenager, you know, you want them to know they're safe to tell you the truth.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to share on that? You guys have anything you want to add to that conversation? Are you practicing honesty in your home? What's working for you? Do you think your kids and your spouse are being honest with you? Are you a safe person
To be honest with.
To be honest with? Yeah.
And I think, you know, if you have questions after the live is over, put them in. We'll address them. You know, we're doing this every week. And I do have a question. I'm wondering if 5 o'clock on Sundays is the best time, or if people would rather see these live at a different time. I'm just curious. Because it seems like some Sundays there's a lot of people. Some Sundays there's nobody. And as the weather gets warm, everybody's going to be outside. Except us.
All right, guys. Nice chatting with you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.